someone that has a good job in Nigeria, that is doing well. Don't go and follow somebody that doesn't have anything in Nigeria. He that is that needs fear no fall. You when they fling you, when you come abroad and you are humbled, it will hit you so hard. For me, I feel the worst thing that can happen to someone is feeling stuck in a place, trapped. That's one of the dangers of abroad. You can't feel trapped. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Madam Chiomzi, and I would like to say a massive thank you to all of you that have subscribed to my channel. Hope you all are having a great day. Thank you so much for your support. Last week, I think that's a week now, I did a video where I did say that I do not agree that relocating abroad is for people in their 60s. That's my opinion anyway. I did get a few comments, and based on that I decided to do this video, and also based on the fact that there are changes to immigration rules now in the UK. It's not been implemented yet, but they're going to implement it soon. They're going to implement the changes, so it's called the white paper. So we have a Labour government, a Prime Minister Kestama, and he said that that Britain is at risk of becoming an island of strangers if immigration is not tackled. And to be honest with you, no matter the government that we have after our general election, they're going to be strict on immigration. In fact, Labour will be the fairest. Well, I say the least restrictive. We have the conservative government that is headed by our sister Kemi. Kemi is even worse. So her own, she's suggesting 15 years. Labour is suggesting 10. Then we have reform. I do think reform is likely to win the general election. That's what I think. But anyway, I don't know. So based on that and the comments I got from the last video I decided to do this video. So if you're planning to relocate to now UK specifically, but this can be applied to any Western country. So I do believe that Western countries are beginning to tighten immigration. So but I'm going to focus on the UK because it's obvious I live in the UK. So but this can be applied to anybody, anywhere you're going to. So for me, if you're going to relocate abroad, the first question you should ask yourself, okay, let me ask this question now. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And for me, the answer is yes or no. And that depends on your age. I know people don't like when you say age, but age matters a lot when you're relocating. So age and your situation. So when I mean your situation in Nigeria, that would mainly be your financial situation or any other situation. Most people, it's for economic reasons, but some people relocate for other reasons. Some people say they want to come and give their children better future, any other reason. But what I'm trying to say, you have to really think about things before you decide to pack your bags and go. So when I say age, I've always said it. People that are in their 20s or 30s, they're different from you when you don't clock 50, 60. People get offended, but that's the truth. Someone in their 20s, they're their age where they're just starting life. They can explore because that's what they're supposed to do. But when you're in your 50s, you're not doing exploration, or you have okay, let me just put the category. So when I say age, also your situation, and also your that also falls into situation. So like your status, I don't want to say marital status. So if you're single and you're mature, that's your a bit older, you're different from someone that's a single parent. And even if you're married and you don't have children, you're different from the person that has children. So the risks you can take depends on your situation. So for instance, someone that has a good job in Nigeria, that is doing well, don't go and follow somebody that doesn't have anything in Nigeria. He that is there needs fear no fall. You when they fling you, when you come abroad and you are humbled, it will hit you so hard. Compared to someone that they don't have anything to risk. Where they are, they're not. It's not like anything is working for them. So yes, they can come abroad. So the point I'm trying to make is that don't just wake up in the morning and decide you want to just go abroad. People in their 20s can do that, or people in their 30s. So you have to look at your situation. Do I have children? Someone that has children is not going to be taking risks. Someone that is single. If so, because there are people that are depending on you. Your children are depending on you. So you have to, and this is something that you have to think about. So what I say is that coming abroad is different from, it's not like I relocated from Onitsha and I went to Lagos. It's not the same thing. Because of you're coming to a place where you are on your own. And that's the truth. You might have relatives or they might not be able to help you. You're on your own. So you have to think wisely. Why am I relocating? So I feel people should ask questions. Why am I relocating? You've got to ask yourself that question. Someone in their 20s, they don't need to ask that question. They don't need to ask themselves that question. They are free to go and explore. That's what they should be doing at that age. Then you are going to ask yourself, what's the meaning of life to me? What's the meaning of life? So, for me, how I say it is, if what you might be looking for abroad might just be right beside you. So you have to know what is the meaning of life to me. Life does not necessarily you will not necessarily be happy when you have this, you have that, you think you have a house, you might not necessarily be happy. So you have to find out what really gives you joy. And that's why you can see people that have everything, that as in materially, but they are still empty. So you have to be able to, you need to dig deep inside and ask that question: what does life mean to me? What will make me happy? What do I consider this is quality? This is good quality of life. You have to ask yourself that question. Then number 3, I would say, depending on your age, I would say you should think of an exit plan as you're coming. Already start thinking about how you're going to live. Because the thing with abroad is that it's easier to come in. I'm not saying that it's easy. What I'm trying to say is easier to come in than to live. So if you are thinking that one day I want to go back home, you have to start thinking about your exit plan ASAP, especially if you are not so young. So someone in their 20s will not be thinking that one. Someone in their 30s might not be thinking that one. But if you've clocked 40, you need to think about that as soon as possible, because the thing with abroad, time flies. It really, really flies. So I would advise people to think about things like and think about things properly before they pack their bags and come abroad. Abroad, the way this is structured, abroad is not built to make you rich, and people have to know that. I don't know about other countries. Here in the UK, it's not structured to make you rich. People are making it in Nigeria the same way people are not making it. Abroad too, people are not making it, and there are people that are making it. So let nobody deceive you that once you cross and come abroad, that it's all going to be fine, it's all going to be this. Yeah, you might how will I put it? You will see food to eat. I'm not going to say you're going to. If you're working, you should be able to pay your rent, eat seafood to eat. So that's fine. But where we are different from the indigenes is that you're coming from somewhere. So all these questions now that I'm saying, ask yourself. The indigenes, someone that is from here, is not going to ask themselves that question. This is where they are from. So they don't necessarily need to go somewhere. But you might want to go back home. And the worst thing for me, I feel the worst thing that can happen to someone is feeling stuck in a place, trapped. That's one of the dangers of abroad. You can't feel trapped. You feel trapped not because you are not eating or you don't have shelter. You eat well. You have accommodation. You're fine in the essence of being fine. But when your heart is no longer fully here, and you now look and you see that you've not really put anything in place to go back home, you start having that feeling of you're trapped. And that's the truth. So what I would advise people is, as soon as possible, start thinking about your exit plan. It would help you. It would really make things easier for you. Don't assume that you will not want to go. You meet some people, they'll say they don't want to go. They don't want to go, but one day you might want to go, and by that time it might be late. It might be late to put things in place, because if you want to go back home, you won't just pack your bags and start going, because the day you left Nigeria, they start counting for you. You left abroad, you've left the country. What did you achieve? They don't even know what you're going through here. So you cannot go back home and say you want to go and be living with your brother or your sister or squatting. That one is another thing altogether, because they'll just look at you as in you're stupid, because they don't even understand. They see it as in you went abroad, what did you achieve? So these are the things that people should look at. And this is going to be a short video. So I just said it's not just coming abroad. Bear in mind also, I've heard the story of people didn't even know that they are going to renew their visa. So if you come abroad, you're going to be renewing your visa. If it's one man in the comment, the guy was like, no, that he came in his 40s. After 3 years, he left. He was done. That the endless renewing of visa. You renew your visa till you get to the point of even the permanent residence or the indefinite leave to remain, which currently for one person to apply for indefinite leave to remain in the UK is £3,000. So if you're a family of 4, that's £12,000, and that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money here. So you've got to think about things like that. I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but just to bear in mind, you cannot fully know what you're getting yourself into. That's the truth of the matter. It's when you come. So especially while I would think this video is especially for people that have family. Think about it. And if you are doing well to an extent, don't travel abroad because your neighbor is traveling abroad. I beg you, don't you see that competitive mindset that we have? Don't do it. Don't travel abroad because your neighbor has traveled, or this person traveled. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you might come here. Another thing that is bad about abroad is that once you cross over and you start regretting why you did not, why you came, you start saying it's not what you thought. It's not easy to go back. And that's why people, again, are stuck. So if you are the kind of person that's going to go and sell your house in the false hope that when you come here, everything is going to fall in place under 1 year, my dear, don't be deceived. Don't be fooled. Abroad is not easy to settle. So, and when you see people that come in and maybe they're settling fast, everybody came with different visa. So there are different categories. So be wise. Don't do things because other people are doing it. Don't have the mindset of I want to do it because other people are doing it. There's a saying that says I think it's a philosopher, nothing is enough for the one that thinks enough is too little. So people that always want don't have that mindset and carry it and come abroad. The truth of the matter, abroad will humble you, especially if you are up organ madams. There's a video I did, organ madams. Abroad will humble you fast. So it is better for those that already he that is down needs fear no fall. If you know you are up there, think about it. To be honest, think about it. There's a lot about abroad. There's a lot. You have to really think about what you're doing. And please, and I always say it, don't sell your property to come abroad. I don't care what people, I will never advise anybody. If you built a house in Nigeria, Don't sell your house to come abroad. I beg you. Don't fall for that trap. Unless you're running from debt. And you are going to die if you stay in Nigeria. Here, that's the only excuse. Don't sell your property and say you're coming abroad. Let nobody deceive you. Say they're coming, when they come, or they're posing on Facebook, is this, or show you everything here in a credit. Your brother bought a house, it's on credit too. It's loan. So I'm going to do, there's a video I'm planning to do anyway. That's another story for another day. So just be careful. Be careful so that you don't come and you've been sold that false narrative that or the things people see on TV. Abroad is this, like abroad is heaven. The streets are paved with gold. My dear, yes, there are things that I'm not saying abroad is bad, but don't come with that false, false expectations. That's just my own. Just know that here you're going to work hard. There's nothing here that is free. They pay for everything here. They can charge you, they can go charge you. You pay for everything here. In Nigeria, most of you don't even pay tax. Here, you must pay your tax. And this is our place here in this UK. The more you earn, the more they tax you. The day you decide, okay, I want to earn, I want promotion, as they promote you now, so that they can't get to the point to be like, what is even the point? So please be wise, and time flies here. So I would advise people, if you're coming at a certain age, make your exit plan ASAP. That's what I would advise you, because like you, 10 years will just fly. You now be asking yourself, 10 years, I've been here 10 years. How did that happen? So you now start taking stock. What did I achieve? Yes, you got your house here, you got whatever. You now, okay, I want to go home. How am I going to go home? So as I said, people here abroad, let them not deceive you. Most of them are looking for money to build house in Nigeria. So don't go and sell your house and say you're coming abroad. Don't do it. I heard some people spend £30,000 to say they're getting CSO. Do you know what £30,000 is? 60 million naira. Now you go to dash somebody, say you want to get CSO. How many people from abroad here get £30,000 savings? Please, my dears, don't be deceived. I'm not saying coming abroad that's not what I'm saying. No. Yes, I want you people to come abroad. I'm not saying don't come abroad, but what I'm trying to say, be realistic in your expectations. It is not heaven. The thing abroad is so structured. You see, in Nigeria, you can be a pauper today, tomorrow you're a billionaire. It's not going to happen here. It will not happen. It doesn't happen here. Let me just tell you, it doesn't happen. So the thing you're looking for abroad might just be right beside you. So think about it. Why, especially if you're coming with family. Even if your wife is pressurizing you, don't just agree. Because when they come here now, you carry them come here, you now start struggling. The same people that told you to, they'll start being the one that will be chinching you, as in be a pest, you're not be a thorn in your flesh. So be very careful. So think about things properly. Don't just relocate for relocation's sake. That's my own advice. And I say, if you're young, go for it. Go for it. I will never discourage anybody that is young that wants to come abroad. No, I will never. Go for it. So that's just what I have to say today. Thank you guys so much for listening and for your support. If you have any comments or what you think about what I've said, or what you agree or you don't agree, feel free to comment in this comment section. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys. Bye.